This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, is it audible?
Morning, Sujit.
Morning.
Yes,
Sorry for the
Sujit.
delay.
Good morning.
I I I faced some problems in starting of this go-to meeting, so it got delayed by 5 minutes. Okay. So what we are discussing in the last session, in the previous part, till which point we stopped in the data view expressions. Yeah.
Sort,
What was the last point I'm discussing about?
sort, and how we can do it in a descending order.
So basically, we are talking about the functions, correct?
Yes.
So we have seen three type of functions. What are three functions actually? Map is a one function. What is the functionality of the map? Yes, guys. The functionality of the map,
We trade
It
over
is
the array.
it will iterate over an array and emits
Yep.
the uh, values according to the expression, right?
Expressions. Yes.
And what the functionality of a filter?
filter also iterates over an array,
Yeah, what?
but
Okay,
and emits once the expression is satisfied.
exactly. So it will iterate and it will satisfy the expression also. Next, what is another one? Um, Order by. So we have seen order by also. Right? So what is that order by? Order by. What the order by doing there?
Sorting the elements.
It will sort the products, basically the elements, as you said rightly. It will sort the elements by default will be in a ascending order, right? By default that will be in a ascending order. And 1 second, let me track here. We have seen how to convert that into descending order as well. Okay. So we have seen here, I think yesterday, what is the payload I have given? It's an array of JSON objects and I performed some actions on that map, the function filter order by. Guys, if you don't save, if you close the Anypoint Studio, okay, when it is asking to save, if you're not saving it, all the expressions, whatever you are written, it will be gone, right? Please be aware of that point. Hmm? So we have seen three functions, right? And we have seen the preview also for this action, right? Are you getting any background noise from my side?
Yeah, little bit.
1 second. I hope now it is clear. Do you have any?
No, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So we have seen a filter and order by functions, right? Now let's continue with that. We have an offer price. We have an offer price 1000, right? Now I want to multiply this offer price value with a country currency value. For example, if I'm getting a request like this, transform name, transformer country name equal to UK. What is the equivalent country currency value for UK? Let's take 90. 90 into offer price. If my client is passing US, okay, I want to write, I want to multiply this offer price with the 80, like that. Okay, based on the country currency value, dynamically offer price to be multiplied. So how to get that dynamically, we'll see later. First, we'll hard code the value with the conversion price. So where I will write conversion price equal to, let's assign 80 is the value. So since this is a functional programming, order of execution is also very important. Order of execution, right? So it will, while it is deployed, it will read the top to bottom hierarchy, right? So whatever the variable I created here, I want to multiply that with the conversion price. I want to multiply that with conversion price. How we can do that? How I can multiply with the conversion price? Which line item is multiplying the conversion with the conversion price? Offer price, right? Line number 10. Line number 10
Yes.
is giving the offer price. I want to multiply. Which operator I can use? Uh, right? And since it is already declared as available, just write three characters and use the control space. Automatically, it will be listed here. So conversion price. So is it multiplied? Offer price, is it multiplied? Yes or no? Right? Let's write this variable after the variable what I declared. What it says, warning, there is no variable named conversion price, right? Order of execution is also very important here. Next, I don't want to write an expression in the my products. I don't want to write an expression. I want to write this expression only once. Wherever I require, I want to reuse it. One way is variable, another way is what, if I want to pass the dynamic value to that expression, can I create my own function? Yeah, I will create one function for getting a offer price. So how to create a function? Fun is a keyword in Dataweave 2.0. To declare any function, your own function, fun is a keyword. Fun, meaningful names for the function. I'm going to get a conversion price, right? Get conversion price. Okay, which will take some input argument. Like Java, not required to define any variable. Sorry, we define not required to define the type. Directly, you can write the variable name. I'm just writing my price is the variable name. You can use any. So it should return what? Should return whatever the value I pass to my price into conversion price. So where I need to use that function, I want to use that function at a line number 12. So if once I define, I can call that function. How to call that function? Simply write the name of that function, get conversion price. Yeah, what is the value I need to pass here so that it will be multiplied with the conversion price?
Offer price.
So directly we cannot write. So we need to write an expression from the payload while iterating dollar dot offer dot offer price, isn't it? So let's change it to 90. Is it changed to 90,000? So I define one function and I reuse that function wherever I want, right? If I write the expression only here, I can use only in the my products variable itself. Instead of that, dynamically if I want to pass the value, I can write as a function. Now let's take one more function in a similar fashion, and I will not use is equal to, and I will use a arrow mark. So what do you mean by this?
It's a function only, right?
What type of function it is? Okay, suppose previously I called the function line number 6. I have a get conversion price. I have called it, but one second, spelling mistake here. Yeah. So Now I want to call the function which is in the line number 8. How to call that function and what type of function it is.
It is a lambda function, right?
A lambda expression. Of course, I'm using a lambda expression, but what type of function it is? Function which is having a name is a named
Get convert.
function. Function
Yes,
without any
anonymous.
name, anonymous function, right? So I declared one anonymous function here. How to use that function? Where I want to use the function? In the offer price section, I want to use the function, right? How to use this function? Tell me.
Are you going to assign this to a variable?
Exactly. So I will declare a variable and I will write convert as a variable name. And I will assign this entire expression, that means entire function, to that variable called convert. So by using variable name, simply can I call it convert? See, convert, which is expecting some value for the my price. So what is the expression I should write here? In order to multiply with the offer price, so multiply with the conversion price. So I need to get the offer price. Dollar dot same offer dot offer price. So two types of functions, right? When we have a named function, why I need to convert? Why I need to create a anonymous function? Is there any advantage? If there is an advantage, then only we can use that, right? What is the difference between these two, and what is the advantage of an anonymous function? Yes, please. Simple answers.
Uh, var convert, that is a local variable, right? So it is only for, probably only for this.
Okay, okay. But once you create a function here, that cannot be accessed outside of a transfer message even. Both are same. Actually, if you hover the mouse onto the map function, are you able to see any anonymous function here? Map is a named function or anonymous? Map is a named function, right?
Name.
Because it is having
Name.
a name. Map. Correct. So it is taking one input argument array, and second argument, if you can see whatever I selected, what you can able to understand from that, the selected area.
Item index number.
Yeah.
That is an
Is it
expression.
not? Is it no expression or anonymous function? It is
Anonymous.
taking two arguments and returning some value, correct? And which is passed as a second argument to that function, right? So basically my point is we can pass any anonymous functions as an
As
argument
an
to
argument.
named functions,
Yeah.
as an args. So that is an advantage of the anonymous functions, right? We have clearly explained about that in the advanced courses who are taken. You can easily understand. I mean, you can go through into the complex things about it. Okay, how we are passing that as an anonymous function, and especially when we are discussing about chaining the functions, you will see that point. Okay, now anonymous function, two type of functions we created and we are able to reuse that. Now again, in the morning itself I want to give some brainstorming to you, so let's see how you can think and answer about it. Again, I'm telling this data view expressions only comes, data view expressions ramal part required a lot of practice. Yeah, so the output, we got it as what? Images. This is the output actually I got. So in order to get this output, what is the expression we have written?
Dollar dot.
What is the expression I have written? I have written imgs for that dollar dot images. So dollar dot image means what? Actually, what is the incoming payload for this array of six products? First product, sixth product, like that, right? From this array, while iterating by using a map function over the payload, I'm extracting the imgs dollar dot image. That is what the expression,
Yes.
right? Now, when this is an output for that expression, I want the output in this structure. I want type output in this structure. Means I want a root tag called images, starting tag and ending tag. Okay, and then I want to add, I'm giving the answer actually, sorry. Images, starting tag and ending tag, and img is the individual tag we should assign to image 1, like image 2, image 3. Okay, this is the output syntax. What is the expression I should write? Of course, you know what is the payload. Same payload here. Then what is the expression I should write in order to get this output? Think about what I discussed in the yesterday session. Also, that is also part of this. Yes, please.
You first create a variable and iterate via map.
Variable and iterated over a map. What do I mean by that? Variable in the sense?
So say that you have a variable my images var equal to my images and
Sorry, I'm not getting that point.
like we have iterated my products right yesterday.
Huh? Uh-huh.
So same way we iterate the images and
Okay, you already it is in the variable images only, no? Already in the payload, if we can see, images are under images variable.
yes, but if you see in your Dataweave expression output, right, you're
Mm-hmm.
writing imgs colon line number
Exactly.
15.
Yes, yes. So I will remove this.
Yes,
Okay.
and you create a variable after what conversion price. Yeah,
Word variable. Okay.
equal to payload map
Again. Okay.
and
Others also can participate. Okay.
curly brace img colon and yeah, curly brace and can you put okay dollar dot images, it will give you in the image tag img tag. Can I use the same images variable in my products also so that it comes under?
You went right here.
Yes.
Both are same, no?
Oh, yes.
Almost you
But
got it. Yeah,
so
I'll
we are
tell you.
iterating over the array instead of iterating over the object because one image.
Yeah. So, so first divide this requirement into two parts. Okay. First tag. First I want a root tag. Correct. First I want a root tag. So how to get a root tag by using a data view expressions?
Root tag name colon.
This is the syntax, isn't it? Did I get my root tag? Images. Correct. Okay. Next, what is my requirement? I want to fetch image 1, image 2, image 3 from the array, right? So how to get that image 1, image 2, image 3?
Map.
Hmm. No, no. First of all, we need to get by after iterating. We will, if we want to apply that expressions, we can write a map. First of all, I need to get a values. So how
Lambda
to access this array? By using a key called images, right? So I already iterating over this payload map, right? So in that I am using a images. So while iterating, I want to get a array of images of a particular product. So can I write dollar dot images? Yes or no? Dollar dot images.
yeah.
See what is the payload actually? What is the payload? Payload means entire array, all the six products. On top of that, I'm iterating. While I'm iterating that, I want to fetch a images. I mean, I have given a root tag called images, and I'm fetching dollar dot images. Dollar dot images represents what? In this payload, whatever the values with a images key, right? One thing you need to understand here: two curly braces represents what? Here,
Object.
I have written one curly brace, two curly braces. So, what do you mean by two curly braces? Two curly braces represents what?
Object.
Object.
Constructor of an object, right? And images is of what type?
Array.
Array type. So you know one logic there. Yesterday we discussed, if you are creating any object with the help of existing array or existing
Okay.
object, we need to wrap that inside a evaluation
Pa-
parenthesis.
Parents.
So dollar dot images, is it an array? Dollar dot images, is it an array, guys? It is an array. The dollar means first product, second product, like that. For every product, we have a three images: image one, image two, and a image three. Correct. Now, what is my another requirement? I got image one, image two, image three. Now I want to iterate over each and every image, and I want to add a img tag. So I want to iterate over this dollar dot images. So with what function I can use? Map is a
Map.
function I can use, and what I want to emit, the current element. Dollar represents the current element. So I want to assign that current element to
IMG.
simple. That's it. So here I have a root tag. While iterating over this array, I want to fetch a current element. So I'm wrapping it at the evaluation parenthesis dollar dot images. Dollar dot images is a what type now? It's
Sujit,
a array. Hmm.
Sujit, can you repeat that thing? Like, why do we wrap that in that curly braces?
Yesterday we discussed the first point. What is that? Whenever you are creating, when I talk about object, when I talk about array, what I have done? I have wrapped that inside a evaluation parenthesis so that it emits all the elements in a array, and it emits all the key value pairs in the object, and it will assign to new object. Is it? In that case, whenever you are creating a whenever you are creating a new object, by using an existing object array, we should wrap that existing object array in the evaluation parenthesis. See, if I write only object, if you can see yesterday, what is the output I got? Since I'm converting into XML, that's fine. Okay, yesterday didn't use the products, but you got when I wrapped that inside that, we got like one and two. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So similarly, if I write array 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, the values which is emitted from the first object and second object, that means the first element and second element, right? Similarly, I have written yesterday my products, correct? So now,
Mm.
what is my requirement? Since it is in the edit stage, that's why you are not getting output for that. So what is my requirement? Dollar dot images is a what type? The dollar means the current element images is of array type, right? It is an array. So I want to iterate over an array by using a map function. While iterating, what I want to execute? Current element. I want to map img tag for that, right? Img tag for each and every element, isn't it? Let's convert to XML and see. Am I getting the same response? What I expected? Yes or no? IMEGES is the root tag. Is the root tag, right? And inside that, I am emitting the dollar dot images from the payload. That means array. I'm iterating an array over that by using a map function. While iterating, I am emitting current element. That means first image, second image, third image. Every image I want to add img tag. If you feel this expression is a complex which I assigned in the my products, if you want to reuse that again, what is the best practice? Can I create a function like get images? I will write one variable called images, and I will assign this expression to that. Okay, and I will remove the dollar dot image because I'm going to pass that value dynamically to the images tag. So now how to use that function? Get images, and what is the value I should pass?
Dollar dot
It's simple. Dollar dot images.
images.
So here it will be dollar dot images iterating over an array and emitting a current element which is mapped to img tag. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now let's assume I don't have images for the first product. Are you able to see images for the first product?
No.
No.
We are not able to see any images for the first product. Okay. Now in that case, are you able to see the root tag for the first product? I don't have a
Yes.
product. Sorry, I don't have images, but still I'm able to see the root tag. So if there are no images, I don't want to see the images root tag also. So what I can do in that case?
Filter.
Uh, Filter.
Can we write a
Filter can be
filter?
filter can be done on top of an array by giving array as an input. So which one will give your array as an input? No, right? So basically, which line item is giving this expression? Sorry, this output. Which expression is giving that output?
21.
21, right? So I want to evaluate. So I will use brackets. I want to evaluate this entire expression only if I need to write a condition, if condition. Only if dollar dot images or exist. Question mark represents a existence operator. Everyone are able to hear my voice, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Who is not able to? Yeah. So this entire expression will get evaluated only if dollar dot images are exist. Question mark represents what? It's an existence operator. It is an existence operator. Okay. Now, till now, we have mapped or we have converted conversion price. That means the conversion price by using a hard coded value. Now I want to get that value dynamically. So main idea is to explain about one more function, which is I mean, which is configured in this get conversion rate flow. I have created one more flow called get conversion rate flow. Till now we have seen how to create a variable by using a data view expression, and we have seen how to create a payload by using a data view expression, right? And now I want to talk about how to invoke one flow to another flow by using a data view expression. You know another way. What is the other way?
Flow reference.
Flow reference. But flow reference is a component. We can invoke other flows directly. Okay. And the return value of that entire flow will be given to the client. But now my point is, it is a similar kind of a concept, but I want to invoke other flow, and the output of that other flow should be input of one of the parameter. Example, in the transfer message, I have a conversion price, right? I need to pass the value conversion price value dynamically. Okay, so in this get conversion rate flow, I used one choice router. You know, choice router will work based on a condition, right? So what is the condition written here? If the incoming payload, if it is equal to so and so, okay, in the incoming, when the event is coming as an input, for that incoming event, if the value is equal to so and so, then it should override the US with the 65. Okay, let's take it as an easy. Okay, next, if my client is passing UK, that value is it equal to so and so string, then it will be multiplied by 90, right? Then if client is passing apart from US and UK any other value, then it should be multiplied by 1. So the return value of this choice router should be an input to the transfer message conversion price. Just give me 1 minute. Again, background has started. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Kids are there at home, so a lot of background noise coming in. So what I was discussing about. So I want to invoke this get conversion rate flow. The output of the get conversion rate flow should be an. So output of this get conversion rate flow should be an input to this conversion price. Okay. So how we can do that actually? For example, let's take there is you have you guys worked on Excel sheets? Excel, not XML, Excel. Um, no, work in the sense not actually required a professionalism in that. Just at least in your professional career, you might have definitely used Excel sheet, right? For
Yep.
small
Yes.
functions. So for example, let's take there are some names in column A, some names are in column B. Okay. I want to check the names present in column A are part of a column B or not. How can we do that? How what logic I can use there? Yes. How can we do that? Any function comes to your mind?
We'll write a formula,
VLOOK.
right?
Hmm?
VLOOK.
Exactly. What is that?
VLOOK.
VLOOKUP, right? Similar
Yes.
kind of functionality is there called lookup, which will take two input arguments. First argument type is string type. Second argument type can be any. So, second argument, whatever you are passing, that will be an input to the flow which you are invoking here. That's why flow name should be unique. And what is the scope of the lookup function? What functions it can invoke? Only in that XML file or only in the project level? How it is? Lookup functionality. As I told, every flow, every XML file inside one project will be treated as only one. Multiple flows also will be treated as a one. So, what is the scope of a lookup function? Scope of a lookup function is project level, like a flow reference. By using a flow reference, what are the flows I can invoke? Any flow, right? Across the project level. Similarly, lookup is also a function which will look for the flows across the project level. And for example, let's pass one string called US. US is the value, right? So that will be an input payload to the get conversion price. So in that case, if the incoming payload value is it equal to so and so string, right? Matched. And what is the value? 80 is the value which is overriding the payload value US. And that will be a return value of this lookup function, return value, and which will be passed as an input to conversion price. Are you able to see the preview?
Sujit, one question here.
Hmm.
So this lookup that you have written, so now you are telling that lookup function can be used across the project. That means in one particular XML, if I have 10 flows and I've written this lookup function in
11th flow, 11th XML file. Yeah.
so I can refer that. But
Yes.
this is defined as a variable, right? Then this variable is local for this particular transformation only, right?
Which variable?
Now
I
here you
not
have
defined
written
as a variable.
now here you have
No,
written where conversion price equal to
you need to
lookup.
think in a reverse way. I understand your question. You need to think in a reverse way. We are not able to access the conversion price outside. I am not telling we cannot access the lookup function outside. Lookup function is an expression which is assigned to conversion price. Got my point? We are not able to
Okay,
use the conversion price outside. Correct? But other flows I
correct.
can invoke and I can use it in the local, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I want the value which I can use the conversion price in this transfer message itself.
So you mean to say this function get conversion price, whatever you have defined here. So this
Hmm.
function I can use in another flow also by using lookup.
Correct. That's what. Not conversion price. Get conversion flow. Flows.
So,
We can invoke
so
flows.
So Sujit, if I'm writing one more, say for
One second,
example, if
Shani,
I'm
one second. I will clear his doubt and I will come back to you. Otherwise, it will be clubbed. One second. Yes, Guru Raj, is it clear?
No, so here you're writing get conversion rate flow. Okay, you're referring to that flow and you're invoking that via lookup function.
Correct.
Okay.
Sujit, to
And
same
this
Guru
this
Raj's doubt, right? Guru Raj, one second. To same Guru
Uh-huh.
Raj's doubt,
Okay,
this
okay.
means, right, if I write one more transformation message, I can say lookup get conversion flow euro and pass any string.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Yes.
Okay.
See, understand the bottom line here. This is the variable I can use only in this transfer message. Okay. The value, whatever you have assigned to that conversion price, can be used only inside this transfer message. How you are getting the value, it's up to you. Whether you're hot coding the value or whether you are going to invoke any other flows from the any other XML files. It is irrespective, right? Whatever the value you are getting, that will be the local to this flow, local to this transfer message. Got it? Yes, no, still.
one question is here. So this get conversion rate flow, you have defined a new flow within the same XML file, right? Or this
Correct.
can be in another XML file also.
And that's what that flow get conversion rate flow could be in any place, in the project level. That is why I said, what is the scope of our lookup function? Scope means what? The arguments I can pass from where? First condition is why it is given as a string. All the flow names will be in a string format, right? So it will look
Hmm.
up for the flow, which flow you want to invoke. Okay. So across the project level, it will look for the flow which you are going to invoke. And second argument, whatever you are passing, that will be an input to that input to that particular flow. Got it? That's why when I write in US, that will be an input payload to the choice router. So in that case, what is the value? 65. Sorry, I have written 80. 80, right? So where I'm using that 80, the return value of that lookup function is what? 80 now, right? 80 positive conversion price. Where I pass that conversion price? In the line number 8 in the anonymous function. And where I use that convert function? In the line number 20, right? And where I use this my products? In the body. Got it? Lookup function is a function where it will invoke the flows, across the project level. Okay. Why I'm not getting a preview? But first of all, is it clear? The question, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
So if I give a preview, is it giving any preview here? No, because until unless you are invoking, because it's another flow, not part of your transfer message. It is another flow. Until unless you deploy this application, it will not understand what is the return value of this get conversion rate flow, right? So hard coding is also not a best practice. I need to get that to US value or UK value from the query parameters. So can I write an expression? Attributes dot query params dot what is the key I used? Country name. Still I will not get a preview because again I'm telling, until unless you have an attributes, until unless you invoke the get conversion rate flow, both will not, I mean until unless you deploy that, it will not give any response. So in order to check this, let's run the project. So I'm starting a new batch at 8 a.m. from today. If you guys are having any friends, if you want to refer, you can refer. Thank you. So initial 2 to 3 days we have a chance, or else you can say like this week we have a chance. They can still join till Monday session, no problem, because you know that is a theoretical part which I'm going to explain in first couple of days. Nothing much going to lose if they want to.
Yeah, sure, Sujit.
Thank you, thank you. I think Gururaj, you came through reference only, I guess.
Yeah.
So my application is deployed, and let me give a request once. US. What is the response? Oh, what is the missing? I want to post the data. What data? The body. It should be in which format? In a JSON format, right? So let me send the request now. So is it multiplied by 80? Is it multiplied by 90? Right? Is it multiplied by 1? Got it? Now, are you able to see the output perfectly? Yes or no?
Yes.
Um, so last point I will discuss. In this data view expression, we used a map function, filter function, order by function, all are taking array as an input, right? If you are not getting array as an input, that means you are not eligible to use that functions. For example, let's take we have got output is a input is a XML. So I got this XML as an input. This XML as an input. Okay. So I want to iterate over the all these elements in this. I can say XML file. So what I can do, first of all, this XML belongs to what? Root. What is the root tag? Products is a root tag, and of course namespace is a way to learn online, right? And for under the products root tag, we have this is the body. Entire thing is a body, and in that body again we have a key. Product is a key. The first element is a value. Next again product is a key. Next element is a value, like that. Okay. So in this case, I want to give this XML as an input to the transform message. So in order to explain that, let me have one more XML file, transform XML data, and I want to give the metadata transform in the transform message. Add a file, products XML, create a type. What type of file you want to create here?
XML.
So here the XML will be treated as an object, not as an array, right? So if you are creating any XML file, whatever the products we have, that will be treated as an object. So how we can pass object as an input to array? I mean functions which are taking array. No, right? So first we need to convert that into array format. Then only we can use that. How to convert that into array format? One second, where I'm using 0 to transformer complex start project under src main resources products XML file. So it will be treated as an array or object now. The input metadata.
Object.
See, it is an object. Another product is a root tag, the key. For that we have a product is a value, right? So let's convert that into Java format. What is the preview you got? If I write only a payload here, only write a payload. What you can see as an output? How many objects? Only one object, the sixth object out of all the projects. I got only sixth object because, as I told, products is a key and entire part is a value, right? In that value again product is a key. For each and every product is a key, right? So in the map concept, if key is same, the values will be overridden, isn't it? Correct. But my intention is what I want to fetch all the product related details here. So from the payload dot, see, don't use this ns0, not required, just it is demonstrating namespace. This XML belongs to so and so namespace. You can declare that in the header part, you can use it, otherwise you can ignore it. If you select in 7.15 there is a bug, automatically it is behaved in a very odd way. If you directly select from here, type it products dot, what is a key again individually under the products, product is a key. Still, are you able to see any array of products?
No.
Since I'm explicitly extracting the value for a product, I'm getting only the first product value. You can see the first product value. If I want to get all the values which are related to product tag, I need to use multi-value selector. All the values with a product tag. Star dot represents a single value selector. Star represents a multi-value selector. So in our sessions, in our course, I explained about, we explained about selectors also. Okay, you will be understanding about the star represents a star multi-value selector also in that case. Okay, so payload dot products dot star product, that means all the values with the product tag. Am I getting an array? On the right side, am I getting an array? I converted that XML into array format, and I'm taking that variable into variable like my products. So can I use that my products in the body, right? Can I use a map function on top of that? Is it iterating over an array? So this is the one point you need to do. If you are getting XML as an input, convert into array format, and then you can happily use the functions which are taking array as an input. Clear? Yeah. So now what you can do, go to the transformer complex documentation and work on that docs. Okay. Hello. Understand? Transformer basic and transformer complex. Understand? Clear? We'll meet in tomorrow's session and we'll discuss about exception handling. Is it completed? No, right? I think
No. That's it.
no, right? We'll talk about
No.
exception handling. Very interesting concept, actually. I can say. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.